The following is a podcast meant for adults and discuss things like sexual content and alcohol use. Listener discretion is advised.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 21 of the Drunk Texting Podcast. Episode 21. Can you guys believe it? We have hit 21, the legal age limit to drink here in America. Because we did that. We made it. We've literally tripled the average. We have tripled the average podcast episode number of most podcasts that end up quitting. We have tripled that number because on average is 7 episodes. We are here at episode 21 officially, even though there's technically 23 episodes. But like, those weren't canon, okay? We have 21 canon
not
episodes.
Canon to the lore.
Exactly. Those aren't canon to the lore at all.
No.
Because in another universe,
graduated podcast high school, going
Exactly.
through podcast college.
Exactly. Another universe. It's another universal version of me that doesn't know Beyonce songs.
Lord.
I don't think I'm gonna ever live that down, by the way.
No.
But before we get into this episode today, I just wanted to say what we always say, and that is always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, sometimes drink and text. With that being said, I am one half of your co-hosting team, JB, and as always, I am joined by my co-hostess with the my hostess. Please tell the people who you are and what your adjective is for the day.
Oh no, my adjective generator went away.
Oh no, that's tragic.
Don't worry, it shall return. Oh, haha, it's back. Load for me.
It's back and it is not loading. Look there.
That's not an adjective. I don't like any of these. That's not an adjective. I don't like it.
Lord have mercy.
A lot of these are not even adjectives.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I feel like she just doesn't like the one that it's given her.
I'm pretty sure military is not an adjective. Neither is one. One's not an adjective. One.
O-M-E.
Yes. Not an adjective. Sure, I am the astonishing.
Okay, so
The
actually, give me your adjective first. Give me your adjective first.
astonishing.
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 The astonishing Kristal, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the astonishing Kristal.
Yeah. You know what? I'm so.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, stop that too much.
Oh,
Stop
Lord.
it.
Starting to sound like a
Studio
dinner
audience
party.
with me. No, funny enough, I did the I didn't do the calculation. I found the calculations. That was 1,000 bottles.
Yeah, over.
Translates to 110 gallons. 110 full gallons.
I really feel so terrible for the police officers that had to count each one because they all have to go into evidence. So literally,
Unless they were like in a pallet, still wrapped up.
but still, you have to go through and like.
Not if they're like encased in a pallet. Like, oh, I know this one case is 100, so they got like.
No, but you know,
that's
but
crazy.
you know they still got to go in to make sure there's nothing hidden in them. You know that they might be able to rewrap them cases.
That's so unfortunate.
It is just like, and I know this one is a full rumor because I haven't seen an official police statement about this. But apparently there were over 781 dildos found as well.
Yeah, they had IV drips too.
Yeah, I did. I think that was a part of the police statement.
Yeah, the IV drips.
That's
The IV drips were to get them
insane.
back to like normal.
That
afterwards.
is
That's what the IV drips were for.
that is insane, and I
I'm
do
like, where do
not.
you even get IV drips?
He had somebody at a
That's my
hospital on.
question.
He had somebody at a hospital on payroll. I'm calling that.
Yo, that hospital person is losing their life right now.
Probably.
They're losing their shit right now.
I do know that there are actually some businesses that like I don't know how the approval thing and everything work, but they will come to your house and like give you like an IV like vitamin drip.
That's crazy. But
And
go off, raise money.
it's not just like people coming to your house. Like there are like legitimate businesses that do it too. Because I know a couple wrestlers that they sometimes do it. Like they're like big name wrestlers. They're like the WWE. Like no, because I want to
But they
say
name dropping.
yeah. Well, in the WWE, I don't know. The last post I saw about somebody doing one, I think it was Rey Mysterio. And he talked about doing the IV drip and how it was really cool. And part of me is like, that is cool. But at the same time, I'm like, I ain't been in a situation where I've needed to feel like I should have an IV drip. I've just let my body recover on its own.
Right. Take some vitamins. You'll be fine.
Right. Look, drink me a little extra Gatorade. I'll be cool.
That's all you need.
I'll be cool.
Get your right as rain.
But before we move on, I wanted to bring back around that military can be used as an adjective. The adjective military is used to describe anything related to the armed forces or soldiers. Not saying
Like a
that it's
military.
relative not saying that it's relative to you in this current state and situation, but it can be used as an adjective. Actually, I know that for a fact because a military vehicle, a military weapon, a military person. Like the last two you actually wouldn't really say, but like military
Right.
tactics, like military
Yeah.
defense,
Well,
military
then explain
forces.
one.
Huh? Hold on.
One. Explain, because that's even the word one.
Hold on. I got you.
Is one similar to singular?
I don't know.
The singular
The
crystal.
word one can be used as an adjective in a number of ways, including single unit, so one woman, one nation, one piece of cake, unique or only, I'm looking for the one advisor I can trust, same or having a single kind, we are of one resolve, indefinite time, you will see him one day, indefinite day in the past, we all had dinner together one evening night, of no consequence. In all, it's all one. It's all one to me whether they go or not.
I don't know. One is just giving more like, when I hear one, I think like it's like a noun, like a pronoun.
Oh, the one and only?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like a
so
way.
one.
That's a way to use it as well. So so we said last week that we were going to officially start naming these brands in our podcast after we hit 21 episodes. So I'm gonna start today with what I am drinking, and that is Cayman Jack Strawberry Margarita. Let's see if it's kind of
Nice.
there we go. It's pretty good. Really, all I got to say about it. I haven't tried any of the other flavors. I'll admit, I saw it at Walmart and I was like, huh, they got like margarita in a bottle now? Like, got the stuff to mix it with? It's all just one together? And it's pretty good. Yeah,
Oh.
ready to drink. Miss Astonishing Kristal,
Yes.
what did you sipping on today?
I am sipping on something delicious and nutritious for the spirit.
If it
I love me a good
involves,
like.
huh?
Hmm?
If it involves
What
alcohol, is it really nutritious?
could be kombucha is nutritious and it contains alcohol.
No, it contains fermented fruit. There's a difference between that and
Which, if
alcohol.
you continue to ferment, will become alcohol.
but it's not at the alcohol stage.
You just get it before it.
Oh my lord! And this again is
Anyway,
another tick on the Kristal is not agreeable board. I swear at this point we're gonna eventually have a real counter that's just gonna pop up and be like non-agreeable, and it's just gonna.
let's try to find it. Anywho, love me a good mixed drink. It is orange juice and Jose Cuervo mango margarita. Yeah.
You almost had me at the Jose Cuervo. I was like, oh, she made a hard mimosa.
Um,
Almost.
But like I said, remember I kept telling you
Yeah,
that you was drinking out your Coke glasses, thinking that you hot fancy shit.
I am. Thank you.
Guess what I got?
What'd you
Guess
get?
what I got?
What'd you get?
I got a Pepsi cup.
Oh my lord! That's another one for the Kristal is unagreeable.
That's the thing.
Talent.
I got. Oh, listen, we both got the cup that they be having at restaurants. Like, it's,
That's
let me get.
crazy. That's
I don't even
crazy.
drink Pep.
You
I
got
barely drink soda, and I surely
you
don't drink Pepsi. So
you got the darn cafeteria at a freaking library ass cup.
listen, this is a cup you get at like a buffet.
Yes. Oh, it 100% is.
This
It
is a
one.
buffet cup.
It is.
This is so sacrilegious drinking this as drinking out of a Pepsi cup as a Southerner.
Look. That's like those. That's like a Ryan's. Oh, I miss Ryan's.
Ugh, Ryan's.
Oh,
Ryan's was so good for no reason.
it was ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time. Ryan's
It needs to
walked.
come back.
Ryan's walked so that way Golden Corral could crawl.
Could crawl. That's exactly because Golden Corral is still not touching Ryan's.
It not even close. They used to.
Not
Oh, Ryan's used to have those buttered rolls that would be like this
the
fucking big,
rolls. Yes.
and them shits would be buttered inside and out. Like
Ooh,
you never had to
right.
add shit to it, but they still gave you. They. Oh wait, no, I think I'm
Just
thinking
to be
about it.
nice.
Yeah, they did. They still gave you
Nah,
butter.
they had,
They gave you the butter.
and you
They were
still
like,
could
you
get
want
more.
and it was like slightly sweet. Oh, oh.
And did all the Ryan's close
I'm
down?
fairly
Is there still
positive they're
one in
all.
existence?
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's like Shoney's.
Uh,
They're the only. To
There's
my
still
knowledge,
Shoney's out here.
to my knowledge, there's only one left in Georgia.
Nah, they closed. All the old country buffets, hometown buffet, Ryan buffet, and Curry House have closed.
Huh. So you know what? I do remember a lot of those restaurants turning into old times.
And the old times will be closed too.
Yeah, they did. There actually used to be one in Moultrie, and they closed it. It's a hibachi place now. It's pretty good. I love it. Me and my dad go all the
Uh,
time. What was I gonna say? What was I about to look up? I forget things.
darn.
Uh,
That's
Shoney's.
such a shame. Shoney's, yeah, there's still. I'm pretty sure I've still seen a Shoney's out here.
Yeah, there is one. If you're traveling on 75, you'll see it. Is if you're going 75
There's a
north, it
Shoney's right
pops
there in
up.
Forsyth. You right there, Forsyth?
Huh? Yeah. Hold on
Yeah,
now. I'm finna
yeah,
check. I'm finna check locations
Forsyth.
because I want to see specifically how many are in Georgia.
I'm looking it up. I'm on the Shoney's website.
I see
It's
one, two.
legitness.
There's three. It looks like.
What?
Yeah, there's only three.
Only 3 in Georgia?
Yeah, Yeah, there's one in like where's that? Dothan, Alabama, and then you. Yeah, there's literally
There's one
only
in
three.
Lawrenceville, Forsyth, and then Vidalia.
Yep. See, but yep, just like I said, that one that's in Forsyth is literally right off of 75.
It is. You see it from
You
75.
you can literally
That's
see it
so
from
funny.
75. Shit, I might just go up there
That's
one of these days. Like if I get like
go.
if I get an extended weekend, I might just go up to Shoney's just to be able to be like, damn, I haven't had this since I was like 8 years old, and I want to see what the hype is all about. Still,
No, you want a
literally,
restaurant I ain't had since I was like 8 years old?
which one?
This is some random country. It's called Buckner's.
It's called what?
Buckner's.
Buckner's. Hold on. Why does
Buckner's.
that name sound familiar?
So with Buckner's, it's family style. You don't
Right.
get to choose shit.
Huh?
They say they say how many? Oh, I got five. Okay. They take you to a round table. It's a round table. And then on top of the table, it's like another smaller, rounder table that spins.
Okay.
They just come out, put the food on the small round table, and you just spin that whole. Like, oh, some chicken. Spin.
That's
Give me some gravy. Spin. Let me get a roll. And they just constantly refill it.
that's
It's family style. You just spin it,
that's
and you
actually
get your
pretty
food.
cool. Wait, that's actually kind of.
It's not.
Oh no,
It's not.
that do sound kind of cool though.
All I remember, they had some cream. They had some cream corn that was kind of bust.
Like that's kind of cool though. Like think about it. Like you, especially
It's
like if they put out what their menu is that day. So it's like today we have fried chicken, collard green, green beans, sweet potatoes, macaroni and
oh yeah,
cheese, and
they and
cornbread.
it's all like southern food.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I'm trying to find a picture.
That sounds like it would be a wonderful. Oh,
It's not. It's honestly, like I say, it's not far. It's in Jackson. See, here's kind of how the tables are set up. You see the smaller table where you
oh
sit, and then that
yeah.
spins.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
spins.
That's cool.
It's my grandparents used to take us. Yeah, there's a better.
Look, so that way they ain't have to
That's how
worry
they
about
serving it
cooking.
up.
They ain't have to worry about cooking. They said this is close
Yeah,
enough. This is close enough to how I cook.
yeah, and then the fact that they just keep refilling it until you're done. Like, oh, you're running low on corn. Let me scoop you some more. Okay, bye.
I
You
think
just
that's pretty cool.
we used to get in trouble for spinning it. They're like, stop spinning it. Like, you ain't getting shit. You just spinning
You,
everything.
yeah, I knew y'all was some bad childrens.
Listen, it was like five of us. We spinning it. What if I just wanted some cream corn and the
Mess
cream corn is on
around,
the other side of the table, so I gotta spin all the way.
mess around. You freaking spin all the dishes off the doggone thing.
Oh no, them you ones they wasn't spinning off. That's the thing. They wasn't spinning off.
Dang,
Things was on there.
dang.
I don't know how they stayed on there, but they did. I
Uh,
don't recall ever spinning one off.
I
But I
bet
would
you
definitely go
somebody
to.
did. I bet you somebody did.
Oh, probably somebody badass kids did.
Uh,
But I go back to Buckner's just for the memories. The food would probably trash now,
that,
but I go back for the memories.
that's valid. That is 100% valid. Hmm. So I wanted
We'll go to
to
Buckner's.
I wanted to circle back to something like I did last week. My friend that gave me the also wonderful story of the girl with daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
He heard our episode. He answered our question. If that was just a one night stand or if he kept dating her for a little while, whatever.
Ooh,
I
updates,
gotta read the entire thing.
please.
To answer your question, it was not a relationship. It was a one night. It was a one time face to face online meetup around the time Tinder first came out, but it wasn't actually Tinder. So it's one of those like early days like dating site that would later turn into hookup sites.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Did my thing,
Okay.
got the fuck out, and lost that contact immediately. I mean,
He got the fuck out of Dodge.
I get being a freak, but damn, that was too much after only meeting a person for an hour or two.
That's that's kind of really funny and crazy.
All right,
Not even like funny and crazy.
but to follow that up, he also asked a question of us that I would like to
Oh,
bring to the discussion table here in this episode.
oh. We have our first viewer submitted question. We love
Right,
it.
and it's a two-parter. It's a
Ooh.
two-parter, and then there's an explanation.
Okay.
When it comes to a person's actual body count, do you include oral?
That's so funny because I've had that conversation before.
And then he said because if you don't count as, and I'm gonna kind of put him on the spot here because he messaged me this. He said because if you don't count mine, it's average, but if you do, then I'm a whore according to my wife.
Well, it depends. What do you consider average? What's the average
You
number?
know,
We should.
I don't know if I don't want to I don't know if I want to answer that. But then the
Ah,
second part. How much importance do you place on your partner's number, so their body count?
that's a good question.
That is a
Okay.
two-parter,
I
a
like
great
that.
question. I genuinely like. Okay, so I when he asked me this,
Okay.
I actually did
Well,
go back and forth. But yeah, what's up with according to Google?
according to the CDC,
Oh Lord, where
according to the
where
CDC, median number for men is about 4.3.
Okay, 4 or 5 partners. Okay,
For women, 6.3.
really? You know that
Yeah. Now might be a little outdated.
I will say if that has any bearing on it, it reminds me of that saying: "Women fuck who they want, men fuck who they can." And
There.
Yeah.
for me, it was never a situation of that, or at least I never saw it that way. But in looking at some people and watching like how some people move, I'm like, you know what? Maybe that statement does hold some bearing because there are
But
some
the
men out here.
average for the whole country is about 10 to 11 over
Ah,
the course of their entire life. Is about average is 10 to 11.
and I bet you like most of the ones that get to that number happen when they go to their retirement homes.
Yeah.
Just nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but
Mm-mm.
get to this question. Um, so when it comes to the person's body count, does oral include? Is it including oral? I don't because you are still committing a sexual act,
You are.
but like then you have to actually like let's make that like let's make that like distinction. Where does the line stop?
Right. Where's the line? Where's the barrier?
Because if at that point now we're starting to include like, well, I didn't go down on her, but I
Did
you
whatever.
yeah exactly
Yeah. We're just playing.
there was hand stuff for a long time like
Right.
then it's like but does that still count as the body because even though your
I
mouth
don't
was
think
nothing but like you were still doing sexual stuff with them they still finished so like does that still count like
I personally, my opinion, it doesn't
okay
because body, that's like body to body. That's how I see it.
okay body to
That's how
body
I see it.
she said body
Body to
body
body. That's how I count it. But some people are different.
uh
What studio audience has their hand
okay
raised?
studio
So say your
audience
piece, studio audience.
It reminds me of exercise. So going on a walk outside isn't this equivalent to just walking up and down the stairs to some people. Both are still seen as exercise, but some
okay
people may take taking a walk outside to be more of the exercise than just walking up and down the stairs.
Uh,
okay I get where you're going with that
yeah, I pick up what you're putting down.
you know I really, I really don't know if I would, because the thing is, like, you know what. Now thinking back to some conversations, I think I would because just, just in hearing how like some guys will talk about it, they'll be like, oh well, you know, I still da da da. Oh, she still da da da. And it's just like, oh, so you still talking about it as if y'all went the complete way. So At that
But
point,
again, people know like sometimes guys exaggerate. It could have been you did
agreed.
this and like, oh, we done did that. Like, no, you did not. You
That's
lying.
fair. That's fair. I think going by James, our studio audience, I think going by his, I would still consider it yes. Under the distinction that anything lower, you probably could. It depends again on like how long, how many times. Da, 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 like
I think the boundary is like grayed a little bit because
yeah,
what some people may consider, others like,
and
oh, that's just whatever. Versus like, no, that's like that's
that is
huge. Like, well, it's not. That's something regular daily.
right.
What
And
studio audience?
that is because call a spade a spade. I've had friends that didn't weren't as knowledgeable, and so they thought like the like one or two things that they did with some people or like one or two people were like, oh, that's like the wildest thing. It's so wild and wacky, and then it's just like I could pull up Twitter right now and blow your mind,
Right.
and so it's just like
I'm gonna let you say. I'm gonna let studio audience say their piece. Then I'm saying a piece that just came to my mind.
okay,
So
Sucking on toes, hands. Is that still? Would that? Because
that's just a fetish.
I mean,
Why you
I
sucking on
mean,
hands?
no, I mean it's because people have fetishes and like you said lower, and I'm just thinking some people get pleasure from that.
You immediately went to sucking on toes on this holy day.
I mean, it relates. Like what I'm trying to say is
But you
that
can suck on toes and it not be. I don't consider
it's.
sucking on toes
I would say
as
it depends on the
catching a body.
intention.
I sucked her toes. It caught a body. No, you sucked her
if
toes.
that's the case,
What
then
was
Quentin Tarantino has caught several bodies in his movies. Oh, oh, Jesus
Ugh.
Christ.
I'm just saying like where does the line?
I think it depends on person to person where their boundaries lie for it. Now I'm gonna say my piece
Okay,
that made me think. When a person first, loses it, they'll usually tell you because at that point it has happened. Versus like if they just like been playing around, they're not gonna tell you they lost it yet.
okay,
Just thought
okay,
about that.
okay.
Just thought about that.
Okay. But with
Speak on it.
and I think this is also what has now given me my yes, it should count in the body, because you still have to tell your next partner or like your later partners. It's just like, oh well, I did do oral with this girl. I've been tested and everything because you can catch stuff by doing oral.
You can catch yourself anyway.
You can, but I'm just saying like knowing that that is something that could happen, and it's like, oh well, I might not have had like traditional sex, but like I went down on her, and
You got it.
now I got a bump on my lip. Like so, like that's I think that yes, oral, because that's still even after that people would go get tested or people would like. So I think that for at least for me, yes, I would count oral, and absolutely 100% would I would count that, yeah. But to the second part, how much importance do you place on your partner's number, their count?
I don't place too much importance on it.
Not really. Like
If you are responsible about it, it is what it is. If you're
exactly.
responsible, that's fine.
As long as
Like as long as you ain't out here, you know, as long as you ain't out here being dirty, that's
right.
fine. I don't care.
Um,
It is.
I think same thing for me. Because at the end of the day, as long as they're being loyal and faithful,
Right.
they ain't got nothing. They wasn't out here being dirty.
Right.
Yeah, I think that those are like my two real big things. Like, okay, cool, whatever. You slept with who you slept with. Cool. Are you clean? Yes. Do you regularly go get tested? Yes. if we start this thing, are we gonna be exclusive? And we're gonna be exclusive. Are you gonna be faithful to me and just me? Yes. All right, then cool. Whatever. I don't
Right.
give a fuck.
Right. That's right. Get it.
Long as you ain't still friends with them mofos, we good.
This goes back to the idea of your past shouldn't define you, so you shouldn't
Yeah,
uh, use a
Yeah.
person's past to judge them or
that's
use it
true.
against them.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. I
That's
slick.
facts.
There's a slick bit of mistrust, and I say this only as being on one side of. Don't let me say that and be wrong. Have I ever been on the other side?
Hmm?
The oh, I slept with that
For the
guy, or
mistrust.
oh, I slept with that girl, and
Mm-hmm.
then like you're dating them and it's like, oh, they're still my friend, but we slept together. Like da
Right.
da da da. Like I'm looking at you sideways now because I'm just like, what you mean y'all still friends?
Like you don't
Like
see the bits.
like there's a exactly like there's a very particularly fine line for me when it comes to like I'll be willing to trust you. I will. If you say, "Oh, well, we did used to sleep together, but we're friends now. We have no feeling for each other." I'll trust you. I will, 100%. But also understand that the moment I start feeling uncomfortable with you around them or them around you,
They gotta go.
they got to go. Either they go
Yeah,
or
and
I
I
go,
think that's fair.
and that's always been like I've tried, especially because back in the day, back in like Valdosta time, it wasn't necessarily a thing of like, oh well, they can't be around them. Like Valdosta was only so big, especially if like we
Right.
all went to
You
school
gonna be
together.
around everybody.
Exactly. So it's just like kind of be situational about it and be like, oh well, yeah, we're still kind of friends, but we're not dating anymore. Da da da. All right, cool. Hey, y'all are in the same program. It is what it is. But the
Right.
moment you tell me that he had his hands on you or he was touchy feely and trying to get hugs from you, you either cut him off or I'm getting expelled from this school because I'm lighting it up like a Christmas tree.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I
That's very fair.
I also feel like it's another part of is your significant other flaunting it in front of you? Like, are they like
Mm.
flaunting, like, oh, well, I've been with this many people, I've been with that many people, da 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 da. Like,
Right. That's more issue because why are you flaunting it? If this is the person you're with, why are you flaunting the
exactly.
past?
Like, oh,
Yes, to the audience.
it's,
I feel like that kind of behavior you would see in casual relationships. Because I
Fair.
feel like the vibe is different between. I mean, every relationship is different, but between like a casual relationship and a serious relationship,
I don't know. There'll be some
it's
serious
going to
relationship.
change.
As soon as they start arguing, it's just like, and I've sucked 18 dicks that are bigger than yours. It's just like,
Yeah, it's gonna come up in arguments. They're gonna come up. You know what? That's why you did
Yeah,
that.
that's why,
Like
and
it's
that's
gonna
why
come
your
up.
sister sucked better than you.
That would
Look,
that's
kill.
fair.
That would hit me. Like like, cause that's a double whammy.
it is,
So you
it
telling me,
is.
Dollar, you cheated on me. You cheated on me. You cheated on me with my
That's
sibling,
a triple.
and they.
That's a triple.
I'd be hurt.
Like, that's
I
why your
never
sister
want to do.
sucked better.
I'd be embarrassed. I'd be so hurt for the rest of
Like,
my life.
like at that point, we all just gotta die. All of us.
With everyone, the
You, me,
bloodline
and my
is
sister.
now,
Right. You,
and
me,
anybody else that
sister,
knew, we all gotta go.
And then
everybody.
there's the other way of open relationship, the poly relationship.
See, but that's a boundary they have with poly relationships. You have to be. You're supposed to be open with everybody else in the polycule. You need to know. Y'all slept. You slept with this person. Okay, I slept with that person. If
And
that
that's
communication is not there, your polyamorous relationship is not going to work and be functional.
exactly. I would go say the same thing. Um,
Boundaries.
I was gonna say something, and I forgot. Oh, and no, it was the polycule thing. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% positive that they don't include siblings in those things. So like if one girl has
Yeah.
a sister, but they're dating like three or four different guys, and then one of them was like, "Oh, I'm dating the sister too," they would probably get kicked out because it's like, wait a minute, no.
It would be a bit crazier if it was twins.
That's weird.
That'd be an
There's
interesting
mixing
Thanksgiving.
of genetics. That's really
Mixing of
incestuous
genetics.
behavior is what that is.
Mixing of genetics. That is a wonderful. Before we move on,
I feel like that should be a rule. Like, hey, you can't be in a polycule with your sibling.
I mean, yeah.
Sibling, cousin.
But tell that to folks in Alabama.
Oh.
So the legend goes.
Oh.
Listen, man, Google the Whitaker shit.
No! I've already seen the documentary.
And
They are very interesting family.
FWB. FWB, Friends with Benefits.
Oh yeah, what about?
I'm not sure.
There's
that's
some
what
be
it is,
that
but
still
I'm
has to be
speaking, yeah.
communication.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because it's not gonna work if you don't have communication.
Oh, 100%.
Like our asshole from last time.
Because
Gotta have communication.
right, because you have to do the thing of like, well, I've had partners before. I do get tested every time I have a new partner. I go get tested. So like,
Right.
and open relationships, poly relationship, they do that as well. Whenever somebody gets added to the mix, everybody goes to get tested.
Exactly.
But
That's what they say.
circling back around before we move to a different section, after my buddy told me that, our viewer, I responded, "Oh Lord," and he goes on to tell me, which we probably won't get before next week's episode, and I got a good story about the oral count question and how President Clinton got me head. And I'm so curious as to what that story could be, because, and this is something I've learned about him, because he's some years older than me. He has had at least one wild story about just about everything that we have ever talked about. That he has experienced. He has experienced life. He is a live life to the fullest individual. Yes. He told me about some stuff that he saw when he worked at the news station before I got there.
It's crazy.
I can't tell you this one specific story on camera, and I just can't. But just ask me later to fill you in on how a news anchor got found out.
Oh, fun times.
Breaking news.
Not breaking news. Literally.
All the news was breaking that night.
Channel 5 at 5.
But wow, man, this episode is one flying by, but two had no real I don't know if you guys have noticed, this episode has had no real like
There's no
structure. There's no structure is what there is.
It's episode 21. There's no structure when you're 21.
I hate that you're right.
We know we was doing at 21.
I'll never forget my dad.
I was stressing in college. That's what I was doing.
I'll never forget my dad. After I turned 21, my dad, we were sitting down in my parents' house. It was me and my dad. Across the table was my sister and her husband. And we're all sitting there. The three of them are talking. They're having conversation. I'm just sitting with them. I got my phone. I might chime in like 1-2 sentences here or there. And then we're all drinking. We all have drinks. So I'm sitting there, literally, I empty my cup, I'll pour me some more Crown Royal, pour me a little bit more Mountain Dew, sit there and drink it. At one point in the conversation, my sister looks at me, realizes I'm drinking, looks at my dad, and goes, "Oh, you just let him drink right here in front of you like this? You know how long it was before we were able to do this with you?" And he was like, "Hey, well, I know we do it when he go off to college, and I can't watch out for him out there, but at least if he's here, I can look after him, make sure he's safe." And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, big dog.
Listen, I just thought I remember exactly where I was on my 21st.
My 21st
I
was wild,
it's
but
yeah, I was I don't know if your wife ever told you about our it was always Martin Luther King Day weekend and we would go downtown. That was our first time going was my 21st birthday. So that's how I spent my 21st birthday.
shame. Ooh, shame.
It was a
Ooh,
great
shame.
time. Listen, I don't know what was in it, but freaking
Y'all going in the cell right next to
you
Diddy.
need to
Y'all going in that
ask
cell right next to Diddy.
next time you ask. Next time you play with nigga Ash.
I don't
Ash
want to.
made Ash made me a bottle on my 21st birthday. It was
I,
in a water bottle, like a regular water bottle. I opened it and it immediately sizzled. I said, "Why?" It sizzled. She's like, "Don't question, just drink." I was like, "Okay." But imagine that was like
y'all going.
one of the
Y'all
first drinks I had. Anyone was a sizzling water bottle. I want to say it was purple, and I had to down it right then and there.
y'all going in the cell next to Diddy.
I went. I walked away for 5 minutes. I came back, and they're like, "Why do you still have it in your hand?" They're like, "Drink it now." It's like, okay.
Y'all going in the cell next to Diddy. Nah, you know what? Y'all ain't the ones
Listen,
that's
those were
going.
good times.
Y'all
Those
are
were good
not.
times.
Y'all aren't the ones that are gonna go in the cell next to Diddy. It's the people behind DreamCon, specifically CreamCon. Those are the people that's going.
Oh yeah,
They going in the cell next to Diddy.
yeah.
If you participated and ran CreamCon, you going under the prisons
You're
right there
going
next
a
to
lot of
Diddy.
places.
Alrighty. Uh, I think I can do a shit for a shot. I think.
All right.
I think I can
What
do
you
one.
got? All
This
right, pull it
this
out.
shit for a shot is so I actually don't have the full story because I didn't watch the finishing part of the second part of that. But apparently, a Florida Homeowners Association president got his foot blown off in Florida because he had been going around taking um, different houses Harris Walt sign, like the
Oh,
Harris 2024 sign. He had been going around taking them up, and when the community went to him and was like, "Why are you taking our signs? Why aren't you taking the Trump ones? Like you're taking the Harris
mm-hmm.
ones, what take the Trump ones down too?" And he was like, "Oh, those are a part of history, and those are historic, blah 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 blah." So one person in the neighborhood decided, "Bump this. I'm not gonna deal with this anymore." So they set I get a mine or some kind of explosive rigged to the sign, and so when he went to take it and steal it, it blew up and it blew off his foot. And he tried
Wait, that is
apparently he
prime
tried to
example of
sue.
fuck around and find out.
It is,
No.
and apparently they like there was some note that he tried to sue, but it was like Florida is one, a stand your ground state, and two, uh, it was because he was trying to steal someone's public property, or wait, steal someone's property.
Nope.
So it was like your actions had consequences. But what made it even crazier was that apparently after the news broke that happened, a bunch of people started putting Harris 2024 signs in his yard. So they just put a bunch of them in his yard. So then
That's funny.
he gets home, one leg or 1 foot. He's gonna look like Patchy the pirate. Um, and so he gets home, gets all the yard signs or whatever cleared up. He's in his house watching TV. He starts hearing something buzzing above his house. He goes outside. They had orchestrated a drone parade of drones with
Yeah,
blue light that said Harris 24.
I love that.
So he goes in his house and he gets a gun and he starts trying to shoot the drones. The people that were involved in it call the police and say there's a crazy man outside shooting. By the time the police get there, they have moved the drones. They have turned off the lights and moved the drone, so it looks like he's just outside shooting up in the air randomly. So he's trying to tell them like, there's the drone. The drones are telling me to, they're telling me to vote for Harris. And they're looking and they're like, dog, what you talking about? There ain't no drones up there. Like, dog, what you talking about? There ain't no drones. So my shit for a shot is fuck homeowners associations. I know that was a very big, long, like a roundabout way to get to that, but fuck homeowners associations.
Yeah.
I genuinely have yet to hear a singular story of a homeowners association that was actually worth anything, like worth a damn. Cause what is this? Every single time the homeowners associations are involved in any story, they're always assholes. And I know me for a fact. If a homeowners association came to me and was telling me, "Oh well, you need to move your car," blah 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 blah, don't you tell me to move my motherfucking car. My car is on my property. I bought my property. I own my property. Fuck you. Honest to God, I would want, and I've told my wife this. I would want to move in a homeowners association neighborhood where one of the houses wasn't homeowners association, just so I could do whatever the fuck I wanted and piss them off because I'm not a member of the homeowners association.
Yeah.
And I would do that, and I would regularly antagonize them by like,
Oh yeah.
oh, I'm gonna paint my door a different color every day of the week.
I'm gonna paint my whole house like a bright purple just to piss y'all off. I'm
Absolutely,
gonna
and I
get the most
would.
ridiculous mailbox I've ever seen. I'm gonna get one of those 12-foot skeletons and keep in my front yard year round and
Nah,
just throw decoration on it.
you know what I would do? I'd have one of those 12-foot skeletons in the front yard. I'd have the other one standing over my house, looking like it was the colossal titan. I would even paint it to look
Yeah,
like the colossal titan.
that's hot. I like that.
I would love to do
That's
that.
funny.
Honest to God, that's one of my goals once we actually do get our house is for me to be able to get one of those 12-foot skeleton statues
Yeah.
and paint it to look like the colossal titan. So it's just, and then I'd get one of those smoke things on it, like inside of it,
Oh,
and it would be set for a timer. So every so often it would just shoot out steam. So it'd be just like
that's funny. I love the creativity.
Oh yeah, man. And I will admit, I will say this. When Gabby first showed me the 12-foot skeleton, I did not want them at all. I was like, no. What are we going to do with that? Why do we even have that? But then the more I thought about it, the more videos I saw with other people using them, I was like, okay, that does look kind of cool. Okay, fine. And I will admit that's something about me. If I can figure out a way to be creative with any like insert thing here, then I'm gonna be straight. Like I will want to
Yeah.
do it. I'll probably want to do it more than the person that brought the idea to me because I enjoy being able to be creative. I enjoy being able to put my ideas on something and make it like great. But all that to say, fuck homeowners associations one more time, and that is my shit for a shot. So with that being said, actually before I take my shot, we have a lovely shot glass right here with the name of a location where Lil Wayne will not be performing the Super Bowl halftime show,
Don't be
aka
childish.
aka New Orleans, Louisiana. And this is another one of those. This is another one of those shot glasses that we got from Gabby's aunt, aka my aunt. But yeah, it is depicting where Lil Wayne will not be performing in February. But with that being said, that was the shit, and this is the shot. So I'm gonna take this shot because that was shit. Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Now drink, motherfucker, drink.
C'est le bon temps roulé.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Whoosh! I've been
Mas
waiting
também
for
ganhei,
this
minha
for
nossa.
myself. You know how long I've been waiting for this moment? Oh man, I know Channing Tatum would. I know he would 100% uh, kill a Gambit role. My only issue, and I say this as a huge Gambit fan, as much as I would like to see a Gambit movie, there's no story that they could tell that would make a Gambit movie worth going to see, unless it is quite literally, unless it's a part of a greater story that they're telling, where it's like we see how each individual member of the X-Men joined the X-Men. Like that would be the only way that that would really
Gambit's
work.
not big enough for his own standalone.
Exactly, which is why we tell the story of how he got his powers and then how he joined the X Men. So that way, we get to see a little bit of his backstory.
Honestly, they could do a short with him,
I
like
mean,
like you know how they did with Werewolf by Night, like
vaguely,
they did like an exclusive.
yes.
They could do something like that for Gambit.
That'd be cool. Either that or let's give us a TV show like they did with Moon Knight. Oh, I'm
True.
I'm I'm gonna be so upset if we never get a season 2 of Moon Knight. I will be upset.
I guess we'll see how it goes.
Because we never know.
Hopefully, he was a part of the freak.
Week offs.
Stop. Yo, stop. But
Everyone's a part of the freak offs.
so Miss Kristal, you told me before we got started today that you have caught up on Hell of a Boss.
Yay! Yeah.
That is something. Yes, that deserves. That deserves a round of applause. That deserves a round of applause because she finished Hell of a Boss. She didn't watch the shorts. She sadly did not watch the shorts. But it's okay. I still don't find her to be a. Anyway, we're gonna talk about how did you enjoy the show?
I enjoyed Health Boss.
Okay.
I did not have a standout favorite character though.
Really? Not like
I did not. No one
not
was
like
like,
Hazbin Hotel.
Right, has been. Of course, I had my sweet angel dust. But with Hell of a Boss, there was no standout breakout character. I was like, that's my dog right there. Not a single one.
That's crazy.
Now, did I have moments? I was like, oh my gosh, yes, but no one was just a standout. Like, what? That's a good one right there. They were all pretty decent characters.
Okay.
And I'll give it that.
I feel
I mhm.
for me, mine would be Moxley, just because.
Okay, Moxley.
Just because he's voiced by the same guy that voiced Zim from Invader Zim.
Yeah,
That's
I will say, I loved. I don't know if they did this on purpose. I don't know if I'd missed something. A lot of characters are gay or somewhere in the community.
The what?
Because it was the characters. Because a lot of characters are in the community.
Yeah, they're part of the Alphabet Mafia.
There was only one who wasn't, and that was Millie.
No, Millie is.
No, Millie's straight.
Is she?
Millie's straight. She's like the only straight one. Millie's straight. You think she's married to Moxie?
Yeah, but she can still be bi. I think. Hold on, I'm gonna have to.
No, because Moxie is bi. Millie is straight.
And don't forget about Luna, but
Luna's. I think I read that Luna Luna might be bi or she's not lesbian because she liked old dude.
Should be Pan.
Look, if you saw Luna,
okay. So here's the AI overview and then Google's official response. Some speculate that Millie from Hell of a Boss is bisexual. The Hell of a Boss crew confirmed the sexuality of many characters, including Blitz, who is pan, and Moxie, who is bisexual. Then the official, I guess this is from a website that's like issuu.com. I have no idea what that is. I'm not going to
I don't know what that is either.
Hell of a Boss isn't having any of that. The show is unabashedly queer, almost to a
Yeah.
fault in the main cast alone. Blitzo is pansexual. Moxie and
Mm-hmm.
Millie are both bisexual, and Stolas is all but confirmed to be gay. And so I'm just like, so what's the.
I don't know. I kind of missed that whole with Millie because Millie wasn't really. I never saw Millie like hitting on girls or nothing.
No, but
Hitting on girls, commenting on them, nothing.
I'm really not sure, to be honest. I'm not, and I won't even try to, like, oh,
But
you
then
think
again,
that
we
you.
never saw was it Via or Via her either. Stolas' daughter.
Oh.
They said she
Well,
was eight. There was speculation that she's ace.
eh, that's
But
possible.
I can really pan with Stolas being gay.
Dude
He
was in
was
a
just so
forced marriage
it with a wife that hated him.
with a wife that literally is trying to kill this man as we speak.
Literally, like you fool.
I so
I didn't definitely did not like the wife. The wife was terrible. Like, girl, you was trifling from jump. You came in first impression, just terrible.
all right. So a couple episodes back, and I made a I made a statement that there was a scene in Hell of a Boss that broke
Mhm.
my heart and that I felt similar to in way of reaction. And I was like, it
Mm.
broke my heart because I've had someone, without saying it exactly, the way that she treated me, and when everything broke apart before we did become friends again, that feeling was essentially what it was.
Mhm.
And
I think what scene?
it was after Stolas, and it was after
It was after Stolas and Blitz kind of had that falling out in the club.
yes, not at the club, but
Mm.
when they had that falling out after Stolas gave him the gym that would let him move back and forth
Yeah, 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 yeah,
without
yeah,
having to use the grimoire.
yeah,
That the
yeah.
scene after that, where he's just like, you think
Mm.
just because we're smaller, we're littler, that you can step
Oh
on us, move
yeah,
us any kind of way. Where I'm not having it, blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
And Stolas was kind of like
And
over
she
it.
was just
Yeah.
like, and he was like, I didn't think so lowly of you, especially since I think so. I didn't think you
He's like,
thought
I
so
didn't know you
lowly
thought
of
so low
me
of me
because I
when I
think
thought
so
so highly.
highly of you. Yes, and that scene, I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, damn. Okay, well that hurts my heart again, but
Mm. I'm finish your thought. I'm gonna draw a parallel in a minute.
I will say that I think my favorite relationship. It's two parts. I actually have three, like my top three favorite relationships, and I
Mm.
don't all and that doesn't always mean just like they're dating, but my three top favorite. Moxie and Millie, just because they are so
Yes,
cute and
they're
wholesome.
adorable.
Even
They're
that
so
one
cute. It
episode,
makes me sick.
even the one episode where like they were at the summer camp and
Yeah,
Millie was
but
getting all the
that's what had
attention
me
and
at the
Moxie was.
end.
That shit was hilarious to me. Like
That
even
was
that
funny.
episode, I'm still just like, no, their relationship is so cute and wholesome. I
I
get
feel
it.
like y'all just did extra moves. Y'all could have just stayed y'all genders, but go off.
Right. Asmodeus and
Fizz.
Fizz, yes,
I
Fizzerali.
loved Fizz and Ozzy's
Their
relationship. They were cute.
their relationship is
They were sweet.
is sweet, and I don't know if you've noticed this. This is the exact opposite of Stolas and
And
Blitz,
Blitzes.
because
Yeah.
like whereas Stolas and Blitz are like, oh well, we're just gonna hide it. Nobody wants to see the imp. Blah 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 blah. Then it's like no, Asmodeus and Fizz are like, who trying to
We
watch?
here.
Who trying to watch? What's up?
Literally.
And I
Well,
think
after
that's
a point, they like who trying to watch because at first it was
right.
hiding it.
You're right, but even though they were hiding it, it was still one of
They
those
weren't
like
hiding.
it was still one of those like best kept secrets kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like Luther Vandross.
Oh,
I've literally read like 5 articles that talk about how he was considered one of the time's best kept secrets.
mm.
I know, right? But third relationship,
Creepy.
Blitz and Fizzerali. And I mean that in the sense
Okay.
of because we see their story. We see
Yeah.
that they at one time were friends, that they at one time were thick as thieves. Something happened. All Blitz's fault, by the way. All
Ye-
Blitz's fault.
Now, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
Oh
I'm gonna
Lord.
slick play devil's advocate.
All right, hit me with it.
I'm gonna bounce. Okay, you can say it was Blitz's fault. Spoilers for anybody who ain't watched. Did he set the fire? Yeah, accidentally. He did not mean to set that fire.
He did, and I'll give you that. He totally, it was an
He
accident,
did not mean to
but
set that fire.
he didn't help not a singular person. He ran
Yeah,
away.
no. He was, you know, I think he was still a kid. He was scared. He's like, oh my God, a
And
fire. Let me run.
I'm
He
pretty
still
sure
got
it's
injured in the
speculated that,
fire as well.
and I'm pretty sure it was speculated that that fire was also the reason that his mom died.
Yes, it is.
They
Yeah, I think
speculated
he
that.
has
Yeah, he has a
he
sister. He has a sister.
this is still alive though.
Yeah,
But yeah, he also felt that guilt. He's like, oh my God, my best friend and my mom. So he probably didn't, because they had that whole showdown in the warehouse. He's like, you never came back for me. He's like, you weren't the only person that lost something in that fire.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he probably felt his own guilt. He couldn't face him again, knowing that he was slightly responsible for it. He couldn't face that guilt again. He's like, it's been so long. I wouldn't even know if I could face that guilt, knowing that
Oh yeah.
that was something that caused. Oh my gosh, I
Oh
have
yeah.
to run away.
Oh yeah. Truthfully, and also because the way that hell works, there's a different. There's not really like a prison system in hell. It's just, oh, you
Right.
die. Oh, you kill somebody. Whoops. Oh well.
Like darn.
Like
Right.
so. Uh, I think the show itself, and I'll say this: at one point, I liked Hell of a Boss more than Has Been Hotel. Like I wasn't even intending to watch Has Been Hotel, if I'm being honest. Um,
I can slightly agree with that.
and
I
it,
very much enjoyed Hellbot. It was very entertaining.
and
Not as many songs, but still good.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I think the reason is because even though there kind of is an overlapping story with Hell
Yeah,
of a Boss, each episode feels like its own adventure.
exactly. And I was telling our studio audience here, Hell of a Boss is a lot more character development. You learn
Yeah,
about each character, their backgrounds and everything. And that I
backstories.
liked.
Oh
We love
yeah,
backstories. But I'm
but
gonna draw my parallel now.
oh yeah, please, please, please. I'm sorry.
The Hell of a Boss and Has Been.
Yeah.
Okay. Angel Dust and with Val,
Yes.
Fizz and Mammon. The green and black clown.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you're talking about. I just.
I'm gonna draw the connection just in the fact of the clear fact that it is a form of an abusive relationship where they feel like they owe the person something and contractually they slick do. Because Angel, he was contractually bound to Val, like, hey, I signed this contract, you kind of own me.
Yeah.
Just like Fizz. Memo, in a way, owned Fizz.
Well, yeah.
But the difference is, Angel, he didn't really have nobody. He did have Huss to kind of fall back with, but Fizz had somebody physically standing him up, you know, rooting him on the whole time,
Yeah.
helping him get out and keeping him out.
That's fair.
That's that's why I kind of put like Fizz's relationship above Angel's
That's
because
fair.
like my guy,
I
he
think.
kind of got complacent in it versus you can see Fizz don't want to be here no more. He hates it here, and he's like trying to get out.
Yeah.
So
Versus Angel, he's like, no, I got it, I'm fine. But like, and it's self-destructing.
Very
I mean,
much.
yes, Fizz was also self-destructing in a way,
Running
but
himself ragged, bro.
right, he was running himself ragged. But at the end of the day, he was like, you know what, my man's got me in the corner, so we fuck you.
Fizz had a stronger support system.
Fizz 100% had a stronger support system.
Oh yeah.
I mean, shit, you got to watch the show. He literally has Ozzy in his corner.
Ozymandias, the demon,
He don't need shit
what
else.
the demon god of lust, I want to say was his.
Yeah, he was the demon god of lust. He didn't need somebody else in his corner. He was one of the most powerful
And
demons.
then
He don't need shit else.
speak on it. That episode with Mamo, he also called in Blitz. He chose to call Blitz to come and protect him, and was
Right,
like,
Fizz had two people in his corner. He had a shooter. He had two shooters in his
he
corner.
really had two shooters.
He had two shooters in his corner.
That's crazy.
That whole episode was kind of funny.
It was.
It was very interesting, but it was very emotional
Oh yeah.
to kind of see Fizz. Fizz had a lot more emotional development than
Yeah.
anything else, I think.
Yeah.
Because you had to, not only did you have to kind of get over that thing with Blitz, but you also had to break this relationship with Memo.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I just mended my friendship. I got one bad thing out the way. Let me tackle this.
Granted,
Fizz was like,
I'll also say though, Fizz, had he just never crossed paths with Blitz again, he would have been fine. Cause he was like, bro, I don't need you in my life. Like you screwed me over. Like I don't need you around these parts, big
but
dog.
Fizz still had that underlying hatred for Blitz. So
I mean, that
he
is
was
true.
never going to be great in life until he got rid of that hatred out of his heart.
I mean,
The
it is
hatred
pretty
out your heart.
bad. It is pretty bad when your when your robot clone literally still know, recognize, and call out Blitz in their audience. Like, cause remember that? I think it was episode 2, 3, the Lululand episode.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, bro, that means that it's so ingrained in the person that the robo clone saw Blitz and was like, oh, look, it's a piece of trash. It's that piece of trash Blitz.
Right. So you gotta watch the show. You gotta watch the show. The
You
show
gotta
is like,
watch the show.
it's
Like,
good stuff.
It's
good stuff.
It's a great, like, honest to God.
But I
we
want to
might-
talk about.
What's
Let's
up?
talk about the connection. Not of course, but beyond the physical connection. Beyond the physical connection
Yeah.
of Blitz and Solus,
Okay.
but the emotional trauma connection.
Oh yeah.
Talk about it. See, you're gonna like because a whole bunch of like psychological
dude.
stuff in it. You're gonna eat hell of boss up. You're gonna text me like, oh my
And-
god, that was so. You're gonna hit me some random ass psychological fact, and you're gonna eat it up.
And the fun part about it is the whole, even before the Stolas Blitz relationship, when we have the Truth Seekers episode, and they're like,
Yeah.
in the room with the gas,
Mm-hmm.
and like they start like talking to each other. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great.
It's good stuff, man.
Yes.
It was very. You know what surprised me
What
out of all
surprised
the characters? Moxie's backstory. That was surprising.
Yep. You know what? I'll give you that. That was very surprising.
Moxie's backstory, you just gave you this full-fledged arc
They
from
did.
Moxie's backstory. Which, what surprised me most with Moxie was, because like in the beginning, Moxie was like, "Oh, I can't do it. I don't want to shoot nobody." Like, nigga, look where the fuck you came from. You can't shoot.
No,
He's
and
so
I
for
think
real.
that, but when you really like break it down, that's probably part of why. And remember, in the first, I want to say the first official,
Like the first episode, he was acting like scared, like he couldn't.
Yes,
do
yes,
it.
yes,
Like,
yes.
nigga,
Because it
you
was the episode
can.
where he was going after the family. Remember, he was like, "I can't break up a
Yeah.
family. I can't break up a family." And then when you find out his backstory, it's like, so this is why he can't break up a fucking family. Shit, it's trauma.
Okay.
That's fucking trauma.
Yeah, it's all trauma. They all just got trauma.
They all do. They should rename
Except like
Boss.
Ozzy. Ozzy don't have trauma. I don't think they never went to Ozzy's trauma.
Nah.
Did Millie have any?
Millie had some trauma because remember it was and see, this is why you should watch the short.
I was saying the Millie trauma. The Millie episode kind of had me a little dazed.
Like, so Millie has a little bit of trauma just in the fact of like she's considered that one the I came from a small town and went off to the big city and made something of myself and like left everybody behind. Again, if you watch the freaking
Watch the shorts.
Watch the shorts because they all
I watch them tonight.
they all fit into.
I watch
you
them when I get home
You can
tonight.
watch them on the way to Japan Fest.
I can if I'm driving.
Oh damn, that's tragic.
Yeah. Okay. to kind of bring this segment to a close.
Got to.
Trauma Olympics. Who's taking gold from Hell of a Boss?
Karma
Who's
Olympics?
taking gold? Trauma Olympics.
Trauma
Who's taking
Olympics.
the gold?
Stolas.
Really?
I think Stolas. I think Stolas, but you have a case to be made with Fizz.
Really? You know who I was gonna put as gold? Maybe
Who?
with Stolas?
Who?
Blitz.
No. I
Nigga
can't.
had a whole party thrown because folks hate him. And he went.
But he caused the party. He caused that party.
But still, the fact that your ex that literally just broke up with you like the night before is at the party and hooking up with somebody in front of you at the I Hate Blitz party?
But if he...
I'm gonna cry for the rest of my life.
No, because you caused it. You fucked over every individual person in that party. So
And now I
now...
kind of want to know, what did you do to all these folks?
I mean, I do want to know that as well. But, like, that literally means that...
It's also... Go ahead, finish your...
I was going to say, that literally mean that, like... what was I trying to say? That literally mean that if he had never treated them the way he treated them, there wouldn't be none of that. And now, I will also say, it was because of his trauma that he did that to all of those people. I will give you that. However...
That was going to be my thing.
However...
That was going to be my thing. Like, his... You know what? Blame it... You know who we can all blame? Blitz and Soul's trauma on? You know who we can blame it on?
Who?
Your dads.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It was their dads.
The dads are the biggest trauma
Why
bringers.
is it that it's the dads in this show that are like the trauma creators? Like
they are.
Every major character that has trauma is from their dad. It's from their dad. Well, except for Fizz. But I don't think
he's
Fizz
the only one with trauma who is not from his dad. But it kind of is, because his dad... No, his dad didn't own the circus.
Yeah, it was Blitz's dad. It was Blitz's dad.
Yeah. Hell, Princess might put him in the circus too.
But I think Stolas, and my reason for saying Stolas is because of the fact that from the first time we meet him, we establish his dad doesn't know who he is. He literally does not know which kid he is. He gets forced into a marriage that he never wanted to be in. Was trapped in a loveless relationship where half of you is only being used for sex, and you have feelings for the person, but they're literally giving you sex in exchange for one of the most powerful items / artifacts in the entire series. You get treated like dirt by the guy that you thought actually had feelings for you, which he totally fucking does. He's just too afraid.
Yes.
Obviously. And it's like, literally, he does not get a win. At any point in this entire show...
The only win Stolas gets is from his daughter.
Even then! No! Even then it's not...
it's a very stretch win. But that's the only good relationship he has is with his daughter.
Yes.
That's after he fucks it up every time. He has to get it back.
Yes, exactly. So I'm just even then, you have to look real particular to get that.
I mean, that's the only win Stolas can have. Is his daughter.
And then I think that would be gold. Fizz, I think, gets... Ooh.
Is...
I want to say I think Fizz, just because...
I'm putting Fizz gold. I'm putting Fizz at, not gold, bronze.
You're going to put him at bronze?
Because I don't want to put him at silver. Because his trauma is what? Blitz setting him on fire at the circus?
So he gets set on... more trauma. He gets set on fire, abandoned, literally has to augment his body to stay alive and survive. Undergoes a contract with a one of the higher ups of hell. Is literally ran ragged to the point to where he is the creator and tester of all of the various sexual items that go through his bosses. One of his bosses, because we established that Asmodeus was his boss as well.
Yes.
So there's even that. That's why I'm just like, Fizz is kind of shit. Then he gets abducted with alongside the very person that set off your
That's
entire
because
trauma life.
he wanted to be big and bad and fight in the streets. He wanted. Osmodes told him, "Hey, don't do nothing crazy." He wanted to play big and bad dog, trying to fight Bliss in the streets. No, Blitz would have switched this nigga up like cheese. And he like, "I'm be big and bad. I can handle myself." Bliss finna light your ass up now, and y'all got abducted, and he had to save you again.
It still goes back to if Blitz never
Exactly.
torched
Shoot
him
at
in the
your
first place. But that's
He didn't
my
mean to.
three are Stolas, Fizz, Blitz, and then right underneath that, Moxie.
100% Moxie's up there.
He's like number
Moxie up
4.
there.
Like I mean, like right there.
Moxie definitely. Yeah, I can agree, but I'm still gonna put like Blitz. I put Blitz as 2.
That's crazy. So who was your number 1 was who?
I'm putting it on. I'm gonna give it to Stolas.
Okay, Stolas
Because
number
he,
1.
like I said, you made your major point for Stolas. He could not catch a win for nothing.
Like even at
Couldn't
the
catch a
very
win.
end, even at the very end of the season, when he, what am I trying to say? When he was hooking up with that one guy, even then that wasn't
Yeah.
really a win because it was like, it's a rebound.
It's really a rebound with a rando
in
that you
which
don't know.
there's speculation that that's somebody hired by the Goetia family to get him away from Blitz.
Smart.
It's
Maybe
it's a theory because somebody
conspiracy.
said that he had the tattoo of the Goetia family. Like you could just kind of see the edge of it.
He could have been like his human form. Or he was hired by the wife to kill him.
That could also be true.
Like get in his good graces and then kill him.
That is also true. That is
After you get to like hold on to him until she get her money, then kill him.
that that could be a
That'd be
good
scandalous.
Because I mean it was on Halloween in the human world, which is wild to me. Because I don't know what I would do if I walked around and I saw someone like Verosica. Because she was kind of slim thick a little bit, so like.
Oh yeah, Veronica was mad thick.
And so I'm just kind of sitting there looking like if I saw her in like real life, I'd be like, I know you would be considered a succubus, and I would die. I would literally die from it. But I feel like it's
worth it. One time for the one time.
Is it worth my eternal life? Is it worth my soul?
I mean, it's Veronica.
Is it worth my soul? Can you at least guarantee I'll make it to the other side?
Right.
Like, if you can at least guarantee that, then oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, look the other way.
Oh no, where's my shirt? Oh no.
Oh, it's gone now.
It's like, oh no, who started playing these slow jams? Oh no.
Who put on the Luther Vandross? Who put on the Marvin Gaye with some Chardonnay?
Right. It's like, ooh, who got me this bottle of Chardonnay? Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, who started that
These
fire
glasses
over there?
stared out of nowhere.
Like, ooh, who started that fire over there? Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's a little toasty bubble bath.
Like, all this
Who
stuff
did that?
Like all this stuff is just happening. Like the lavender scented bubble bath. Ooh, who did that? Oh my god.
Right,
I
a
think
nice
we might
smell
be,
in
I
the
think we might
air.
be haunted because somebody's doing all this
Oh
stuff.
my god.
Oh no, they took my pants.
He's like, hold me, I'm scared.
Oh my gosh, we're stupid.
Yes, we are stupid, obviously. Hence why we're here.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's not fair.
I think this episode has been a fun one, a very unproductive and unstructured episode. I'm gonna have to make a new logo. I'm gonna have to make a new logo, I think. Will I? Did we do a section that was? I mean, technically, because we did an anime discussion. Not really. I think that's what we could call it that. Like whenever we do like non-discussion, so it'll be like anime discussion parentheses not really.
Yeah, I like that. That's not.
Yeah, But I think we're going to wrap things up because we're moving into extra time for the day. But I'm going to have some fun with this, as I always do. We're going to start off our little end of the... Before we actually end it, I'm going to down the stream.
All right, mine's is gone. Mine has been gone for good minutes. Chug, 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 chug. Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Ugh.
Good deal.
Ugh. Oh, you got an iPhone. Have you updated before? This is one last thing I thought I wanted to ask you. Have you updated your phone to iOS 18?
No, it's gonna I just said it's an update tonight.
Oh, you're gonna love it. One thing that I love that I do is I can change the color on my apps.
Ooh.
I love that so much. I had it
I'm gonna
set.
play around with that tomorrow.
Hold on, let me see if I can see. Like we got.
Hey, the green. I'm gonna have fun with that. I'm gonna have fun with that.
So fun.
Like it.
Oh, I actually kind of like that red. Hold on.
Like the red.
Oh no, now it's still pretty cool. Yeah. See.
Nice.
Nice color. But
Okay.
Alright. If you guys have enjoyed today's episode, please do us a favor and like, comment, share. Let like 5 people know that you listen to this. Don't be one of those people that's like, I can't let the homies know that I mess with this. Like, no, let the homies know that you mess with
Homies
it.
can't know that you rocking with it.
Like, no, the homies need to know that you rock with us, please. Because y'all help us, we get more stuff to do for y'all. That's how it works. It's kind of a symbiotic relationship. You help us, we provide you with content that you can use to make your days go by faster. That's how it works. But with that being said, if you would also please...
I don't know, did you die?
If you would also please follow us on all our social medias. They're over there dying. I don't know what's happening right now.
Our the AirPods died.
That's tragedy. That is a tragedy.
Great timing though.
Great timing right at the end. So you just hold out for like 30 more seconds. You should be good. If you should please follow us on all of our social medias. We have a page for the channel on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It is at Drunk Text Pod. We also have a Discord and a Reddit. Both, all of those are going to be down below in the description. If you would please, oh my god. If you would please also help me by following me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Do I have anything else? TikTok. I stream, but the streaming name is a different name than my actual @, which is @YoungJB, @_YoungJB. So it's @_ YUNG, I can't spell, YUNG, JAYBEE. It'll be down below in the description below. Please, Miss Lovely Kristal, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me everywhere at Kristal Duchesne, KRISTALDESHANE.
She's having a hard time. She's having a hard time doing it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, one last thing before we go. I always have to read it because it always needs to be read and said and put through your head. If you or a loved one is struggling with alcohol abuse, dial the National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline at 1-800-662-4357. The National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline provides information on alcohol and drug abuse, local treatment options, support through hotline counselors who are there to help speak with you about alcohol, drug, or family problems. Please remember, because I say it every time, because I mean it every time, that you are loved. You are appreciated. And we will see you all in the next one. I'm going to do the heart and everything that Miss Kristal did not do this time. And she was
I'm sorry. Crazy.
you know,
Listen,
yeah.
apparently that was the My Hero finale, so.
I mean, I guess. But like I said, you're loved. You're appreciated. We're so happy that you joined us here in this Discord call. We will see you in the next episode, which is episode 22. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. I will see you all next week. Bye-bye. Woo! There he is.